Hi everyone, I'm really excited to be talking with you tonight or this morning or this afternoon, whatever time it is. I am Felisa Ricketts Graham and I'm the founder, managing director of Western STEM Academy. And if this is your first video, please hit the subscribe button below. Yes, ensure that you subscribe. Now, at the time of filming this video, I want you to go ahead and hit subscribe, of course. But I want to tell you a little bit about what we've been up to at Western STEM Academy, because believe me, this is our winning season and I want you to believe that it's your winning season too, because you can win, right? Now, if you believe that you're a winner, I want you to go ahead and type winner below, because you are a winner. Ensure that you're subscribed, ensure that you type winner below, because we're in this to win it. Now, in creating a winning mindset, there are certain things that you need to be clear about. You have to know what your goals are. So, of course, I'm going to be telling you about the goals of Western STEM Academy and help you as it relates to goal setting. How is it that you can achieve your goals? So, Western STEM Academy is a full-time international private school that started with a mission to educate and empower our students from K1 to grade 11. We started back in July 2020 when it was the beginning of the pandemic, and it was just a hopeless time for students. A lot of students lost, they lost the opportunity to actually attend physical school, and we were just scurrying and worrying and wondering where we were gonna actually have face-to-face classes for students. We realized that that wasn't possible. A lot of students started getting left behind, and that's how we actually started with a mission to help students get a better education. Now, interestingly, at that point where schools were closed, I also lost my job as a teacher. I was teaching at a private school, and for all my life, I wanted to own my own school because I wasn't satisfied with the quality of education for students in Jamaica, right? Students were always getting low grades in math and science subjects, and as a math and science teacher, that didn't sit well with me. I did a lot of research and I realized that the number one reason why students were performing low in those math and science areas was because of the approach of the learning. So instead of having hands-on learning, in terms of practical activities, there weren't a lot of that. Students were just being taught, they were just being dictated to, they were just expected to write notes, and that wasn't really going anywhere, right? Students needed to interact with learning, students needed to be hands-on, students needed to be doing things for them to feel like they're part of the learning process and their experience is fueling the learning process. Now, with that approach, I started Western STEM Academy. We started our online school component, and it was an online school with a difference. Students were actively engaged in weekly experiments. That's right. Every week, students would come online, they would do experiments, they would attend classes, they will have their math, their English, their social studies, their science, their geography, their information technology, and we were achieving some excellent results. We had all A students at the time. We had students coming in the top 10 in the Caribbean, top 10 in Jamaica in math, in physics, because of the approach that we were using. And that's when we said, you know what? This is the way to change the world. Western STEM Academy was about to change the world. We were about to do something. So guess what we did? With this approach, we registered as an international school in the United States of America. We started having students from USA, from the Caribbean, and the results even continued. Now, as a result of the work that we have been doing, we have been recognized with several awards. We are the recipients of the Prime Minister's Youth Awards. We are also recipients of the Governor General's Achievement Award, several community awards for education and entrepreneurship, right? And we're also the 2023 Young Leaders of the Americas Initiative. That's a program sponsored by the U.S. Embassy, where we have the opportunity to be in the USA for 6 weeks, collaborating with a U.S.-based organizations, learning how to spread our business, spread our company, Western STEM Academy, globally. In addition to that, we're also the 2023 Scotiabank Vision Achiever, where we're part of that program where for 17 weeks we're getting intense coaching sponsored by Scotiabank, and we're also the 2023 Flair Distinguished Awardee for Education. That is where we say congratulations for the hard work that the team has been doing at Western STEM Academy. Our team is no more than 10 to 15 persons at any given time. We have been helping students to get results with just 10 to 15 persons. We have helped over 10,000 students to do well internationally. And this result, we're so grateful for the results that we are getting with this hands-on approach. All our volunteers, because truth is, to get this quality, we don't have enough money to pay for this, because I'm a 26-year-old entrepreneur. I started this business when I lost my job. I didn't have any capital to inject. All I started was with $0 and a big vision, right? I had no family support to say, give me the money that I needed. I grew up in abject poverty, and becoming a teacher was supposed to be my escape. And then I lost my job. All along, as I grew up, I was just a teen who was hopeless, and it was really education who did it for me. So what happened is that I lost my father when I was 7 years old. My mother had a mental illness. She still has the mental illness. All the time when I was growing up, she was on the streets just begging persons, and all I got was the opportunity to go to school, and I held on to that. There were days when we didn't have my family or my grandmother, because I grew up with my grandmother because she was the only person. She was my family at the time. She didn't really have like money to give me for lunch, for food, for anything, but